clarion call on COMESA and indeed the
leaders who have led us in the period ahead, in fact, in the period past. We know what it takes to commit time. We know what it takes to commit resources to the leadership of our COMESA. Our gathering today symbolizes our shared commitment and resolve to advance common interests to propel growth and development through investment and trade in our COMESA region. We are meeting against a backdrop of slowed growth, some of it caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, some of it caused by instability on our own continent, which really should not be allowed to perpetuate for years and years. We've seen a lot of instability on our continent and it's slowing our work and efforts down. We all need to ensure that we acknowledge that peace, security, stability are essential ingredients to the developmental agenda, social and economic development. So as we discuss here, we must be mindful that we must do everything possible to bring stability in our individual countries, stability in our region, COMESA, and on our continent and the global community. Instability anywhere is instability everywhere. Don't we know it? We know it very well. From different angles, imported inflation in our own economies, obviously migration, loss of property, damage, dislocation to young people. Those can never be ingredients that we need to have around us in our quest to achieve development. We need to stabilize our COMESA, obviously our continent and the world. We have a mammoth task ahead of us to take stock of where we are, obviously where we're coming from, where we are, and define growth and the path we want to walk towards that growth that is resilient and can survive, can ameliorate the exogenous variables that we face, forces outside our control, are better managed when we are stronger. When we manage the variables that we control much better, then we can survive these shocks. And this is an obligation we have, and we don't have a choice in it. For a long time, this union, our union, this COMESA union, has been one of the largest, if not the largest, free trade area on our continent before the advent of obviously, the African Continental Free Trade Area. COMESA remained the one single largest trading bloc on our continent. As COMESA, we continue, and we should continue working hard to run through our mandate, to actualize that which we were created for, economic integration, in line with the aspirations of our Agenda 2063, to achieve a single and integrated African economic community with a significant presence on the global stage. As Africa, we cannot continue to be observers on the continental stage. We cannot expect others to make decisions in our favor all the time. We have to be present at this stage. The regional economic communities, and in particular COMESA, remain the pillars to our continental integration agenda. We need to leverage the economies of scale presented by the size of our region, just the sheer size of our region, with a population of around 583 million people, a gross domestic product of over $800 billion, and indeed a geographical area of 12 million square kilometers. Yes, this landmass has the resource endowment that should allow us to exploit them properly, to manage, to work towards reaching our agenda. It's very important that we, as a continent and as COMESA, acknowledge God's gift to us, land. Not just land, but fertile land. Water. Not just water, not salt water, but fresh water. And indeed, other attributes, other agronomic conditions, hydrological conditions, as I mentioned. We must make maximum use of this in our quest to better the lives of our people.
His Excellency, Mr. Abdel Fattah el-Sisi,